Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. Now, talented South African singer Yallunder has been making waves in the music industry with her soulful and captivating voice. Recently, she released a new project titled Uthando Lwam, which showcases her unique style and sound. Her ability to fuse traditional and modern styles of music in her work has been exceptional. With her beautiful vocals and lyrical prowess, she is one artist to watch out for in the South African music scene. Well, she's in studio to tell us more about her latest project. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning.
I mean, it's so good to see you again. Talk to us about the last time you were here, and I think you had just launched a single at that time.
Yeah. So when I was here, I actually think I was releasing Emapupeni Am. But now I'm actually here because of a new, brand new, even newer than the one you mentioned. I'm releasing an album which will be titled Magukanye.
Yeah. Do you feel like this is your time for your talent and your creative juices to finally be out there in the light?
I think definitely, because I'm doing things by myself, in the sense of management and everything. So I'm currently an independent artist. So the choices I'm making with the music and everything is sort of very much personal. So, yeah.
And speak to us about the growth since the release of, Ipupolam and, Uthando. Where are we now at the moment in terms of career-wise and releasing that music?
So my first project was with 1020, which is the one you mentioned, Uthando Lwam. And right now, the album, Ikum, is something that I'm doing by myself, like I mentioned. And I think, honestly, the biggest part of it is that I'm learning to do things on my own. And having learned how things work within the industry, how it is when you have a manager, how it is when you don't have a manager, and all that stuff. I'm just learning a lot more about the business side, honestly. Yeah.
Let's remind people, how would you describe your sound and why do you gravitate towards that sound?
I think the best way to describe it would be soulful. I started singing I started my career at TUT, where I studied opera. So with that vocal technique, that's how I just integrate my soulful voice into whatever genre that I do. Because the fact that people can always pick it up that you sound trained, So it means it's something that I'm really invested in integrating within my music. So definitely.
Why not move to opera? Why the decision to
soulful? Opera, I think it's quite a very, it's this size, especially here in South Africa. And I think most of the ones that are successful are people that are abroad. And in all honesty, I think I wanted to do something on my own with it, Yeah.
Speak to us about this new project. We spoke about it being released, but what is the content on this new project?
So I just released a single which is titled Magukanye, and then the rest of the album will be coming out in August. It's an 8-track album where I worked with producers that I find, are very close to me in the sense that they understand my style of music, my style of writing and everything. To mention a few, the one that I'm doing now is produced by, what's his name? Mtunzi. And yeah, man, it's just people that really understand how I want to write my music. Yeah.
What themes do you explore in this new body of work?
It's Afro soul. The writing, I would say, it's more about love, and also just the spiritual side of things as well, just to, my connection with my spiritual side and how that affects the love life. And you know what I think people might pick up is that in as much as it's a love song, if you listen to it in a figurative form, it takes you into quite a prayerful situation.
Speak to us about that space, that writing space, that sacred space where your music, what your thoughts are on paper, and then finally getting it into music.
So I'm one of those people that don't write down the lyrics. So when the song comes, it comes from a higher power, I guess. And then when it's time for me to go to studio, it's just always that case that, okay, cool. I have a song, guys, let's work. This is how it goes. And then that's why I prefer working with instrumentalists as well, because then I already have the song. I just need you to like play with me. This is the melody. This is how I want it to sound.
Yeah. And you've only decided on 8 tracks. Why so little? You could have gone the EP route, but you decided to do an album.
I think, I don't know. Also logistics, hey? That's a very crazy part of things that I didn't know about. But I'm also learning that, hey, you must pay for the things.
Yes.
So now, if one song is around 15K for everything, mixing and and I'm like, oh, I don't have the budget.
Yeah.
Let's do what we can, you know? But other than that, it's also just, I don't know. For me, it's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be a deluxe soon. I know people are already fighting me saying that, this single is so short.
Yeah.
I'm like, how long is it supposed to be? Because people will say, people don't consume music the same way they used to, but then you release a short album, then they complain it's too short. I'm like,
you can't make everybody happy.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Now, you know, is it having taken the decision to go independent and the challenges that come with it, you know, and the brick walls that you will hit, is it still worth taking that decision to go independent?
Definitely. Definitely, because if I make it, it's on me. And if I don't make it, it's also on me.
Yeah.
You know, there's no one to blame for anything. So I'm quite content with the decision, honestly.
All right, so tell us about the 2 songs you're going to perform for us.
I'm going to do Magukanye, the first one, which is a prayer for me to actually figure out what I'm doing. And hopefully that everything works out on my independent journey. And then the other one is titled Iqiniso. And Iqiniso is a love song where I'm just talking about, yo, here's the truth, okay? Like, I know I can't tell you what the truth is, but if you listen to my heart, it will explain to you, because I'm not very good with words, but, you know, just listen to my heart.
Even if you're not good with those, at least you can sing, abo?
Oh, I'm
yeah.
Like, meet me halfway.
Yallunder, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Good luck with your career going forward. Singer and songwriter Yallunder talking to us about her latest project. Uthando Lwam is in fact the previous one. She's got a new project out that she's will release 8 tracks on that latest project.